Oh God, Laurie Bergman, can I ask a question?
Siri's off. Go away,
Oh,
Siri. Take me watch off, I think.
Laurie's always saying, "Can I ask a question early?"
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Right. Sorry, folks. I really don't feel prepared or ready tonight. What
Are
a...
you ready now?
Well, I think so. I'm here. Just literally bolted my tea down.
Oh,
Straight
dear.
upstairs, lights on, computer on, said hello to Kieron, forgot the phone, downstairs, back up for it, and here we are. So, good evening, one and all. Very warm welcome to everybody. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you, Kieron, as well. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure, as always.
You look so much calmer than me.
I'm always calm.
What's that behind you?
What?
Something vape.
Another vape channel?
You had that made, did you?
Yeah.
I have never noticed that before.
Been about 2 months, Mark.
Well, I don't get out much. So there we go.
A good thing.
Let's say hello to a few people. Top of the list, Mick King. Good evening, Mick. John Vaping Joker. Good evening to you. Francis Horner. Sorry, is it Horner? Homer. Evening to you. Yeah, that's Adrian. I'll put that comment on there. YouTube badness. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll have a little chat about that. Frank Kamiser, evening to you. Rufus, did I say Rufus? Don't think I did. Evening, Rufus. Laurie, good evening, Laurie. Shrek, evening, Shrek. Shrek never knows what time of day it is, does he? Morning all.
Vampire.
It's got to be. Frank and Myers, yeah, YouTube again. Laurie, who else have we got in here? A lot of duplicates. Kieron, we got you. Mark Trigwell, evening, Mark. Can I ask a question early, please? Yes, you can, Laurie. We'll get to your question right at the top of the show when I've said hello to everyone, I think, and after what we're vaping on, which I don't think is going to take us long tonight. I don't think.
I'm like you, I've just come from work more or less, so yeah.
Jay, evening, Jay's Vape Reviews. How are you, Jay? And Craig and Ghosts. Yeah, evening, Craig. James, hello, James.
Did you say Albert Valente?
I was just reading Laurie's comment. I don't know if that's a question or not, but if it is, we'll come back to that. Coil, evening, Coil. Mine's a simple question. We'll get to you, Laurie. Gosh, yeah. Peck. Albert, good evening, Albert. Albert Valenti. Who else? Lynn Smith, evening, Lynn. Ian Morgan, evening, Ian. And I'm at the bottom. So that's it.
Did you miss anyone?
Where is everyone? 44. There's quite a few, I suppose. Just a lot of people haven't said hello. So, yeah, nice to see you all again this week. We didn't have a show last week. So, Kieron, what are you vaping on?
Like I said, this week, just something simple. Come out from work. I'm on the Weemax H1 pod. And then I've got some...
Sorry, what make is that?
Geek Vape.
Geek Vape. John, that just looks identical, doesn't it? They all do, don't they?
Reviewed that last week. Yeah. Reviewed that one as well last week. And I've got my Ace of Vapes Morning Coffee Caramel. I'm on a new device, which I can't really say much about. It's going to be from Multi and Vapesso collaboration. Little pod kit.
So
this one I do like it, apart from this.
Oh, you wouldn't want that in a cinema, would you?
Can't turn it off.
Yeah.
That's one thing, but I can't say much about that. It's just by Multi and Vapesso. Nice, small, compact, but LED lights. And then there I've got my apple sours from Lit e-liquids. And then, as always, my Cthulhu AAO. That's got the CM bridge in there. And then I've got some Drip Drop vanilla custard. And that's it. Just those three things, plain and simple today.
Excellent. Well, mine won't take long. I don't think. No, it won't. I was the other week. People said to me to get the you will, Caliburn, and I bought the wrong one, didn't I? So I think it was pretty much the same, but everyone said it should have been the G2. So I bought the G2. So I've now got airflow control and a fire button and all the rest of it. So I have been trying that. I'm not going to stock them, I don't think, but I have to say it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Inside there, I have some White Kentucky Extreme 4-Pod La Tabacalera. La Tabacalera. Get that right. So inside there, and to be honest with you, I'm on the BXR with the Ed Dope inside, and the rest are just having a whack with these pods still. The SX Mini, which I am actually quite liking. I don't think the flavour's quite there with the Slim. I think the Slim still has the edge. Have you found anything with better flavour than the Slim yet, Kieron? That's a good question.
Well, with the Slim, I like the 1.2 ohm coils. That's a version 1 pod. The 0.8 I do like, good flavour. No, I think the Slim is probably one of the best ones. This one, though, from Vaporesso, it's going to be the X35 coil, which is 0.35, so it's really low ohm.
Oh, it is low, isn't it? Yeah.
Really good flavour, though.
Yeah.
Really, really good flavour.
Yeah, I guess I meant more for sort of mouth to lung.
Yeah, the Slim B2, the B2 pods, 0.8 ohm. Yeah.
I haven't really found... There's a lot of them now that are pretty good. Like this Caliburn, I think is... You know, if it's out of 10, they're both there or thereabouts.
I've never tried the Caliburns.
Yeah, it's not bad.
My top pods will be the Cross, obviously, from Vaporesso, and then the Slim from Oxford. Those are the two I use a lot.
Yeah, you would like the Caliburn because it's got a proper coil.
Yeah, that's one thing about the Slims. It's, pre-built coils. You can't change them.
I don't know if you can hear this as well. Did you hear it? Zzz.
I heard it. Yeah.
They buzz when they finish charging, and they buzz when they put the pod in as well, to let you know there. So yeah, I've got a few samples of coils to try in that as well. So put that one
I want to question really quickly for Laurie Bergman that how to get the 1.2 ohm coils with a Slim. You have to buy the version 1 pods.
They are going to make a 1.2 ohm coil.
They are, but it's not out yet. Right now, it's a version 1. The version 1's in 0.8 and 1.2. The version 2's in 0.6 and 0.8 at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what was Laurie's question? Evening, Raheem, as well, by the way. Dion78, evening to you. Just send you to come into chat. What was Laurie's question? He has to rewick every day, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which is mouth to lung. I'll let you answer it, or we can both answer it.
Where is it? Here it is. This one? I've been mouth to lung vaping with rebuildables for years, but of late I've had to rewick every day. I don't know what juice you're using. That would have some relevance to having to rewick every day. Other than that, I can't really think what would have changed. Your cotton's presumably not changed, Laurie. So
it's usually the juice, isn't it?
It's got juice in it.
Yeah, unless he's changed the cotton.
What brand of cotton?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're using like a sweet vape, you can rewick every day quite easy.
Mm.
I mean, when I use my natural extracted tobaccos, I rewick every 2-3 days at the most. I'd never leave it more than 4 or 5 days. I always change the wick out. So it depends. I'm waiting for her to reply.
Rufus has put net juice, Laurie. I don't think it is tobaccos that Laurie's vaping. I think it's more, what's Laurie's favourite flavour? I should know.
She's not a fruity vaper, is she?
No, it's like custard, isn't it? What is it?
Captain's custard, they are.
It is, yeah.
And she uses your cotton.
So it's my fault.
Your fault? What you does your cotton? You be shaving the sheep again?
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that cotton. So it's got to be the juice, isn't it? And custard is a bit of a clogger upper anyway. Custard and net tobaccos clog quicker than anything else. Fruits are normally fine; they'll go on for some time with a fruit flavour. But Laurie, the flavour you like is the flavour you like. So, I guess if wicking every day is what you have to do, it's what you have to do. But it seems a lot every day, even for I know a few net tobacco people that re-wick every single day. I do, but not normally a custard. You usually get 3 days, I would say, out of a custard, 3 or 4 days. I get a week.
Like Major Mason saying there, maybe the company's using the new sweetener. It's possible.
Could be, yeah, it could be.
A lot of these companies are changing the formulas and recipes a bit, I must say.
What's Craig put? You should tell YouTube the channel is for your shop, therefore you can advertise products just like any other vape company. Yeah, they're not going to listen to that, Craig. No. They're not going to listen to that.
The company, is it? Even Smok and everybody else on vape YouTube have got to be careful, haven't they? You've got to everyone's got to be careful. But we'll get to that later, obviously.
Shall we discuss YouTube now then? Shall we get?
We may as well, because everybody's thinking about it. We're all thinking about it. So yeah, go on. Off you go. And I'll jump in.
I put on what I put first strike, didn't I, or something? I haven't actually had a strike, everyone. I've had a warning and a video removed. I'm going to be honest with you. Things like that in my life, I just find so irritating and tiresome. I just delete the email and think, I don't even know what it's for. And I can't actually tell you what it's for. Presumably I advertised the box or put a link in or something like that, I would have thought. But
this is a thing though, a lot of reviewers, we're not doing links. We haven't done links for over a year. None of us have. It's the packaging now. You can't visually show a URL. You can't verbally say the URL. You can't put a link in for URL. Even like I said to Ian from Above the Clouds, if the package has got a QR code, you can't show it, because they can then scan that from the screen and it takes it to websites.
So does that go for lives as well?
I would say so. So be careful.
If I held that up like that, they would have
If it's got a QR code on it, be careful, because they can scan that packaging by the screen and it takes to the website. You've been advertised for that website.
Really? Crikey.
Yes.
I think
no codes, no URLs, verbally links, pictures, none.
You see, I look at YouTube. It's an information center, isn't it? If you want to know how to, I don't know, cut a piece of wood or make a joint, you look it up on YouTube. If you want to know how to take the rear light out of your car, you look it up on YouTube. And it's no different for vaping, is it? You want to know something about vaping, you go to YouTube. What's the latest, I don't know, RTA that you're interested in? You go on YouTube to find out about it. So you've already probably searched that product in the first place. So holding it up or telling people about it, what difference does it make? It just seems like the net is closing in. Like UPS, this is another topic for debate. UPS are now not shipping from China. So that's DHL and UPS now. So the parcels that we're going to buy from China will now have to go to, oh God, I think it was Korea. And then
Vaporesso now, because they're sending me products, they're now sending me products via France.
Yeah, so they'll have to send them via another country to get to the UK. Yeah. All the products that, I know you guys in chat have done it, and I've probably done it in the past as well, I've bought from Fastech. So in the past, 3F Vape, places like that. I don't know how it's going to affect.
But Fastech.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago, Kieron. Yeah. But I don't know how it's going to affect that postage, but I'm digressing a bit. My point is, it just seems like the net is closing in. They don't want vaping. They don't want... In fact, in the whole of life, we're getting this... I don't know, they're keeping us busy with these little topics while the big things they're getting away with. You've got the beer gate, party gate, growler gate. You know what I mean? It just goes on and on, doesn't it? Just grow up.
Yeah.
And freedom of speech, I think, is really important. And YouTube was a place you could have freedom of speech.
Yeah, but it's all bizarre because you can go on YouTube and look at reviews for tobacco, for cigarettes,
You
for
can,
wine,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's links in the things, and that's all fine. That's
Yeah.
all dandy. Vaping? Oh no, no, it's worse than smoking. Really? What,
Mustn't
says
have.
who?
So, anyone got any thoughts on that? Anyone got any thoughts? Laurie, okay, I'll have to tell me. Really help my wicks don't last. Cleaning.
Yeah, like Craig D said, a lot of manufacturers are now opening more warehouses in Europe. They are free, even free of vape now. They ship via the Netherlands now. That's how they around the UPS thing. It goes via the Netherlands. It comes to me via Netherlands Post.
Yeah.
That's just the workaround. But they shouldn't have to do this. They really shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't have to do it. And it's almost like
I can order a 12-inch knife online and have it delivered fine, but I can't order a vape product.
you have to prove your age, though.
I'm over 18 just.
You do. You have to prove your age. Someone wanted to buy me a knife. I won't say who it was because he might be in chat, but they wanted to buy me a knife, and he couldn't prove he was 18, so I had to buy it for him. So it wasn't like a Crocodile Dundee knife. It wasn't anything as good as that. It was just a little knife. But
I have a few knives here.
you got a few knives, have you? Yes. I haven't got any to hand. I had my tiny little pen knife here. But yeah, is it just vaping they're doing this with, or is it across the board? If you were
that's the thing. Our circle of friends are vape reviewers. I don't know anyone review-wise who does something different, so I don't know what's going on their side. I suppose it is somewhere at some point, but it just seems right now they're just hitting on vaping.
It does seem to be, doesn't it? I wondered if UPS had, because normally it's a fire in a van caused by a battery or something, which will make these companies get a bit itchy about taking vaping stuff. But it's really not going to help for the future. It really isn't. And what a shame we can't produce this stuff in the UK, I guess. But
I think it's about time someone in the UK started being a manufacturer and designer of e-cig stuff. We don't have a lot of British-made products. I know it's a big outlay in the beginning, but it would work out beneficial for them in the long run.
Yeah, I think in life though we are beginning to realise as a body of people. I don't just mean a vape. I mean everyone, that it's not environmentally right to bring stuff from one side of the world to the other. And there are better ways. And I think, labour costs and exchange rates and things are making it less and less appealing to buy from places like China anyway. We are getting more competitive on the exchange rate than we've ever been. I think what's the dollar now? About $1.23 to the pound. Well, it was double, wasn't it? And then it stayed at about 150 for ages and ages. So by the time you get a bit of import duty, a pound is $1. Definitely.
Yeah, like maybe buying from the UK itself. Exactly.
Yeah, so really, we should. I know our labour costs are high, and we're only a small country, so property is expensive to stay. You got to start a factory. The rent for that place is just it's nuts money, isn't it? Because there's a limit to how much land we've got. But I just think it should be viable. But we've digressed a bit again. So what do we do as far as YouTube goes? I know one guy that it's not actually e-cig related. It's another industry, and he got fed up with Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and he designed his own bespoke app that when he wants to go live, he goes live. Bang.
Yeah.
And there's an announcement comes on his app. You get a ping on your phone. He's about to go live. He's got no one to tell him what he can or can't say. He can say what he likes. And only people who are registered to him can watch. So it's a closed group. So is that the way, or do we then restrict the vast amount of people that want to give up smoking and want to know what e-cig to buy? Because I believe we would if we went that way.
So yeah, it is. You are restricting people if you do that. I mean, it's a good way around it, but only for, like you said, a closed group of people who know about it will use that site, use that method.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if YouTube carries on and we all just get pissed off in the end, we're going to go somewhere else. We're going to find something else. We're going to have to.
So, but where is the alternative? I know that Dean Devil Vapor, I think I read a Twitter thing of it, what's the point? And I think he's changed the format of how he does his reviews now. I haven't actually seen what that is, but I just read it on Twitter.
It's coming. I think we're all changing our format. Even I'm thinking of a different way of doing it. But it's not much different. I just don't. At the end of the day, they could tell me in chat, do you really need to see the box around the box? Do you need to see all that? I mean, if you buy a product, do you actually sit there and read the box or just tear it open and get the thing out of it? Nobody reads the boxes. Who gives a fuck?
Well, I remember on one review, I said, here's the box, and I went round it in the camera. I said, but no one wants to see that anyway.
No. Show the accessories, and that's it.
But in the comments, someone put, could you show the box more? Because I really do.
Yeah, well, no.
I couldn't believe it.
Have you ever opened a product and read around the box, got out the instructions, read the instructions before you start using it? Men don't read instructions.
Kieron, I don't read instructions.
When something goes wrong, we don't read instructions. We don't look on boxes. You buy a new TV, you don't read the box about what it's capable of. You plug it in and you watch it. That's it.
Yeah.
So there's a box. That's it. Done. I'm not going to bother showing around the box. I don't see the point anyway. It's a waste of time.
Presumably, you can say pretty much what you like. It's just what you show, is it?
You can say like the company's name, like Vaporesso, because like Vaporesso and the URL, at the end of it, you just can't verbally say a URL, put URL link in the description, or show. I mean, they're saying that they've got a new software now that can watch your videos and scan it and pick up any sort of text that shows a URL.
So I can tell everyone here they should buy all their vaping stuff from
every single reviewer, including me. Then should have had a strike by now because lucky enough, I've had nothing yet. I've not had any warnings. Not had any videos taken down. No, not yet. It's coming. I know it is. It's going to. They're going to get me sooner or later.
My warning was for an old EH Pro mod, and I can't even remember what it was.
This is one thing I want to say to you. This new ruling came in effect from January 2022. How can they go back beyond that in the past?
Correct.
It should be anything that you've done from that date forward.
I wonder if I can find it. I think I deleted the email. I might not have done. Let me have a look.
I just don't see how they can go back. You can't just say, right, you broke the law, but it wasn't a law back then, but it is now, so we're going to tell you off. How can they do that?
YouTube. They don't mind advertising YouTube, do they?
We've all shown packaging. We've all shown URLs on the boxes in all the videos. So if we're not careful, we're all going to get 3 strikes and gone. If that's the way they're going to play it.
Here we are. I found it. YouTube removed your content. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our sale of regulated goods policy. We've removed the following content from YouTube: bachelor tank coil build in a different way.
But they don't really explain anything. That doesn't explain anything.
How old? That's 5 years ago, I would say.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you exactly what part of the video was wrong.
No, we know this might be disappointing, but it's important to us that YouTube's a safe place for all. How your content violated the policy. Content intending to sell certain regulated goods and services is not allowed on YouTube. This includes directly selling and providing links to sites that use them. Regulated goods include alcohol. So here's the answer to my question. alcohol, nicotine, unlicensed medical service, stolen financial information, or endangered species. Please remember these are just examples and don't post content if you think it may violate this policy. And then it says, how does it affect your channel? Because it's the first time, this is just a warning. But if it happens again...
I agree, Adrian.
Yeah, so there you go. That was what it's for. So that
I've had 1 or 2 videos age restricted now and again.
Yeah, they've age restricted one.
I don't do it because at the end of the day, there's 2 options there. It says my content's not for under 18s. That's ticks. That should be it. That should be enough.
Yeah.
Why should I need to age restrict it as well? Why you got 2 options then? Give me one option.
I think I've got it on this as well. I have to say it's not suitable for children.
Yeah, but there's also another option where you can age restrict it as well. Why have 2 options?
Yeah.
Why have 2? It's not for under 18s. That is age restriction in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Evening, Curly Chew. Free Rider Vapor. Good evening to you. Just looking through 1 or 2. Oh, Shrek. I've started using a marker pen on boxes for URLs.
I'm not even going to do that because they'll still say that maybe it was visible, perhaps, because their software detected it was. I'm not going to show. I'll show the front of the box with a picture of it. As long as that's it. Around the box and the back, no, I don't see the point.
Eric, evening to you. Long time no see. Hope you're well, Eric.
Good evening, McTavish.
McTavish is well, is he? Now, Laurie Bergman said, could the problem be my coils? I don't think it would be your coils. It would be all about the cotton. How tightly you're packing that cotton might be part of it as well, but it's more about your juice, I would have said, and how tightly your cotton is packed.
And good evening to Roy. Everyone's here today.
What's Roy here as well?
Roy's here as well. Everyone's coming in.
Young Roy, and young McTavish. Evening to both of you.
Young. Roy's not that young, is he?
No, but I always call him young because he looks young. I think he's my age. No, he's not.
I look young, but I'm not that young.
No, you're old.
That's what my wife says. Liking this flavour of this one.
I don't know what... Living life, I think, is that... Didn't we have this?
Yeah, don't. Yeah, it's okay.
What is that? What's that all about?
Oh, Mark, go over to Herb's channel and watch some of his live shows. You'll know
I don't watch Herb.
Why not? He's a good guy, really.
I've got nothing against Herb. I just didn't like, I don't like people being picked on, and I just felt people were being picked on a bit. So, right, I don't know what that's about. Don't know.
Roy's 50. He's not much younger than us.
He told you. Young Roy. He is compared to me.
Oh, yeah.
Evening, Mike. Mike Haynes. How's your shares doing, Mike? Christ.
Is it bad or good? Is yours bad?
Oh, everyone's is bad. It's just,
oh, dear.
I think you could say that the stock market has shit itself. Oh, dear, oh, Lord. Yeah, never mind. We live to fight another day. What else have we got on here? Has anyone else commented on that? A little bit about Expo. You're going to Expo, aren't you, Kieron?
I am supposed to be. I'm not too sure now. Because it's supposed to be bank holiday weekend, but now our kids have been given 8 days off for the Queen's bloody birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They break up on the 27th until the 6th of June, which is an unexpected holiday for all of us. So I'm hoping to, but I might not go on Friday. I might just go on a Saturday and Sunday. Come back Sunday, because I was going to go Friday, come back Monday, but I might just go Saturday morning and then come back Sunday evening.
So if you want to go away for a long weekend and don't send your kid to school on the Monday morning, but he goes on the Tuesday, you get a fine, do you?
Yeah.
They can let
but the Monday was a bank holiday anyway.
Yeah.
More to do with work than home.
Right.
Now we're suddenly going to get really busy for that period when the kids are on holiday because everyone's going to flock to Blackpool as always.
What did Graham say about Dutch Post? Dutch Post are the main carriers from China.
Yeah, the Netherlands and the Dutch Post.
Yeah.
Like I said, free sent by Netherlands and Dutch Post, and they come to the UK from there.
Once disposables became a thing, it would kill vaping products in the mainstream.
I'm getting tired of disposables. I'm getting tired of them following me on Twitter and then messaging me, "Going to vape, do you review this?" No.
I want to put my company name on them. Do I want to try them? Will I review them? Will I stock them?
I put a tweet on Twitter saying all my new followers that are just promoting disposables, just unfollow me. You're wasting your time. I won't promote it. I won't review it. That's it. Done. They may well have their place, but I see in Blackpool how these pods are being disposed of, and it isn't in a bin. It isn't safely. They're on the fucking floor everywhere. Everywhere I turn around in Blackpool, there's a disposable on the pavement everywhere. It's just pissing me off. Sorry, it has. They have their place, but they need to be done responsibly.
Yeah, I've just on the grounds of, chuck away products or whatever in the environment. I've never liked disposables from that point of view, but we are in a throwaway age, and have been.
Like Beyond 78 just says, Jay Hayes was on YouTube thing, and he said, you don't show the back of the boxes when you do video or streams. Yeah, just show the front, and that's it. Even the side, you can't show the social medias for these companies. Just show the front of the box, and that's it.
Mark Trigwell, it's true. Vaping seems taboo. I view photography, videos, and camera products. I allow camera unboxing thing. Yeah, it said on the email, didn't it, that it's like alcohol, things of that sort. But they're getting all tetchy about. Adrian's got a suggestion for Laurie, I think. Laurie, it's the liquid. I've just about given up on a store juice. It's gotten worse over the last 2 years. I can get 10 ml on a good store juice versus 2 ml most now. It's got to be something to do with the sweetener they're using, hasn't it?
I just read Shrek's comment there.
We'll get to Shrek. It's got to be something to do with the sweetener, hasn't it? If it's gunking up.
I've had a few juices that I've used for years, and I've noticed the last year or so they've not tasted quite the same as they should do. And I kept thinking it was me, but maybe it's not me. They're changing the sweeteners, they're changing something inside the formulas. So,
yeah.
I mean, I review a lot of juices, but as you know, I make my own juices quite a lot because I'm not big on sweeteners.
I don't. I can always taste an artificial sweetener.
I can get a headache from some sweeteners in e-liquids. It gives me a headache sometimes. So yeah, that's why I make them.
Vape Show has done some beer reviews. Never had a problem. You got to look out, Late Night Vape Show. They'll go back over your channel from 1986 and give you a strike.
We're all going to get a warning at some point. Like I said, I'm just waiting for it. It's going to happen.
But as you say, if like my review was 5 years ago, they didn't have those laws then.
No.
So that should surely, if you bring out a law,
you should apply for that.
You can't find someone for not wearing a seatbelt in 1982, or probably was in then, but whatever year, can you?
Yeah.
87, I think it came in, didn't it? Seatbelts.
In a fair world, no. If they made that rule from this date, then for going forward from that date, you break it. Fair enough. Before that date, it wasn't in effect. How can you be punished for it? You can't. I think with Laurie, the problem may be she's putting too much cotton in there. Myself personally, it might not be wicking enough, which is why it's burning out the cotton and getting all gunked up. It may be do it thinner. Try thinner cotton first and see how that goes.
You know what's going to happen now, don't you? She's going to do that and she's going to email me and says, my tank leaks, Mark. What have I done wrong?
There's a thing called the Goldilocks zone. It's either not right or too right or just right. It's really hard. I've said it before and a few times in my reviews. It's hard to give advice on wicking. Even in my reviews, I can't really say, do it this way and you'll have no problem. It depends on how you vape, how high or what did you vape, if you're a heavy inhaler or light. It's hard to say exactly how you should wick anything. We can only show how it works for me or works for you.
Yeah.
But everyone will play around for their own style of vaping, unfortunately. there's so many factors: the juice, the ratio, your wattage,
Yeah.
how hard you suck on it, how hard you don't suck. Shouldn't say that. How hard you vape on it.
I kept a straight face there, Kieron. You know.
When my wife used to vape, Christ, she used to really suck hard on it. It's like,
Ah, right. Well, Laurie's put it. They're talking about juice. Mark helped me get the idea of making my own years back, but I couldn't get into it. Right. Okay, Laurie. I've been busy.
we're going over to this, are we?
I wanted to. Do you remember years ago, or a little while back, I 3D printed a holder for the bottle to go into, and I thought, well, look, I've used it ever since, but I haven't got one for the 120ml chubby gorilla bottle. So I thought I'll 3D print one. When was this? Over a week ago, between the last show and this show. So the only 3D printing element or filament I had was clear. So there it is. And I put the steps, you can't see it that well, steps on it. Let's turn the bottle. Is it better there? Like that. Like that. There you go. So put the steps on it. You got VG. First one's Nick shot, then PG, VG, and then finally concentrate. And just fill to those lines with the bottle inside. Bosh, bosh, bosh. That is completely and utterly idiot-proof, isn't it? And I don't mean idiot-proof in a bad way about anybody. But even for me, you haven't got to get syringes out, scales out, a measuring tube out, however you do it. You just put the bottle you're going to mix in. And this is now, I think, the industry standard, isn't it? The 120ml chubby gorilla bottle, I believe. Yeah. But there was a problem. The problem was they take 6 hours to print. I don't think they're very neat. I think they're a little bit homemade-y, you know. And you could, I guess, get a piece of pipe and just cut your nicks out yourself, you know, and do a DIY job. But I thought, yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So I went from there. I'm going to get to the point here in a minute.
I know what you're getting to.
You do. I searched online then and thought, there's got to be an easy way of mixing this juice. So I went just tip, 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 tip. So I looked at measuring jugs and what I could see. Now, I found... What's that OXO ad? You ought to know you're a chef. So I found this piss pot here from OXO. Where it's like slanted, as you can see here. And I thought, well, that's easy, because you can look in the top and see how much juice you're putting in. I thought, how good's that? But I looked at it, I thought, it still doesn't really work, because it doesn't tell you. You can't draw inside, because you'll have ink inside, plus it's like silkscreen printed around underneath anyway, so you'd have to scratch it, and I thought that doesn't work either. So Tina has now got a new little measuring jug for OXO cubes, and I didn't even know that was a thing, Kieron. You as a chef, I guess, know about these things, do you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know it was a thing.
You know, I use my little plastic beakers for my juices.
You do.
And I do weigh it as well. When I'm doing my own, trying a new formula, a recipe, I do weigh it as well. Put my little book. I've got a little black book of all my little things.
Oh, yeah. Kieron's little black book.
Little black book.
So consequently, I haven't got one to show you, and I don't want to show you yet because I want it all as a nice surprise. I'm going to be making a very straightforward way of people to mix their own juice with different ratios, and it's going to be neat, proper, chubby gorilla bottle, superb, spot on. So watch this space. You've seen it, Kieron. What do you think?
I have seen it, and I think it'll be a lot easier for a lot of people. Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. I will show you when it's done, and it won't be long. We're nearly there. So I reckon by next show I'll be able to show everybody. So I'm looking forward to that, because there's some other concentrates I want to buy as well. And I think a lot more people would buy concentrates if mixing them up was easier. And we've all got busy lives, and to go in the kitchen and right, I need my syringes and I need my, I need to print out the sheet of what the ratios are with my VG, PG, and that. We haven't got time, have we? Once we know what we like to vape, tip, 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 and tip, shake it up, done. Surely that's got to be the way. Who in chat agrees that would be good? Or am I overcomplicating a problem that isn't there, in your opinion?
Well, no, because a lot of people who mix it will think you're overcomplicating it. But a lot of people who can't mix will think you're making a good choice. It works both ways. If you're an experienced mixer, like for me, I would need to use that. But a lot of people don't, they're not experienced mixers. So no, it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea.
I know as an online retailer, I know how many emails I get. Can you please just explain to me how to mix this concentrate, please? And I like 6 milligram strength. What do I do? And the amount of time
even Daniel now and again he messages me on Skype. I've got this recipe here. Is that the right amount of nicotine to make it 6 milligram? Is that right? I have to go through his little recipe and say, yeah, you got the right amount. So even he checks with me sometimes. He's not in the chat, is he? Daniel, I've not seen him.
He's not. No, I meant to say that, and he's not in chat. He's had, I think, between me and you, Kieron, don't tell anyone else, obviously.
You've been messaging me a little bit on Skype the last couple of days.
We won't just say it quietly and no one will know. I think Daniel's had a lady round.
I think he had 2.
Eh?
You might have had 2 ladies round.
Oh my word. I think he's had a lady round. No, I can't say any more. No wonder he's not in chat. Just too busy.
So, I mean, he has been redesigning his bedroom quite a lot the last 4 weeks. Just seeing all these pictures of his new bedroom, it's like, okay. Yep.
Chains. Poor Dan. You can tell he's not here. He's not here to defend himself, is he? So bless him.
I was having a bit of chat there with Laurie. Again, what a lot of people say now is true because where she is based with the heat, it can play a bit of havoc with e-liquids. Even if you've got a thick liquid, it can be quite thin with the heat. So it could affect the wicking as well. You probably missed it. There's been a lot of chat about, where she is in Kenya and the heat.
Yeah, I know Laura's in Kenya. I'm not even sure if she's back in Kenya yet. She's had a long spell in the UK recently, so not sure. Shrek's not bothering the box or the destructions anymore.
No, exactly. You don't. It's just, here's a box. No. I find it a ball, like, go around the box, personally. I'd rather just say, right, there's a picture, right, let's get on with it.
I thought I've never been bothered about the box. And
no.
I used to find it interesting that one man came out with the expression "don't vape in a bin," and then everyone used it, and I just thought, let the man have his own little expression.
I won't use it the same. I've never ever said it.
I have now once, just then, but prior to that, I've never said it.
I wouldn't give him the pleasure of using this saying.
Wouldn't give him the satisfaction.
Wouldn't give him satisfaction in me repeating these words of wisdom.
Craig, everything gets through the net. If drugs can 50 milligram come at trading standards, you're working hard, busting shops selling 50 milligram and bootleg. They've had a big purge on in moody tobacco around here lately. Been quite a few people caught. I've been seeing it on the news. Shrek again in there. What's up, Kieron? What's up? See, the trouble is, I haven't got down in chat quick enough. I'm scrolling down.
Don't say it's not true. It's like saying vaping doesn't make you pregnant logo. It's true. What is that pregnant logo for? You're not pregnant by vaping.
I was violated by an e-cig.
I was violated by my device. Well, saying that,
Easy, Kieron, easy.
It doesn't vibrate. That's one good thing.
Doesn't vibrate, no. Well, this one does when you put a pod in it. There's McTavish. I can see him in there now. God, that one must be miles behind. Miles.
Yes, reading from the last show 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, harsh. Do you know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do, folks. Next time we do a live, Kieron is in charge of chat. I'm going to let him do the whole of chat. And yes, he will need his glasses on.
I do need my glasses, unfortunately.
Yeah, evening, Roy. We got there in the end. God, I am far behind. Let me scroll down a bit. If I've missed anything, repeat yourself. People are very chatty in chat tonight, aren't they? Really chatty.
So yes, Lovely is back in Kenya, but she seems to like a high PG ratio. That could be an issue. Not sure how high a PG ratio she has in her juices.
I'm not sure with Laurie now, to be honest. Yeah, I'll send the Jay Hayes thing now. I'll put that on in chat.
Yeah, just show the front of the box, a picture of it, and that's it. At the end of the day, you go through the box, you say, it's by this, it's this, and on the back it's got this inside it. I think you show the bags of accessories anyway. So why are you repeating it twice?
Yeah.
You don't need to just show the accessories and that's it.
The trouble is, you get the instruction leaflet out, and that can have it on there. And I've done that.
I won't get them out. I'm just saying, there's a paperwork. That's it. Like you say, men don't read instructions anyway.
Sorry to hear that, young Roy. Mum's not great. Nor's mine, to be fair. I got called out there at, midnight the other night. Stair lift again. The dreaded stair lift.
I have a question for Naturevape. Have you got the new pins in yet for the Ambitions Cubed?
I haven't got the new pins in yet. No. I was a little bit upset. I always thought I had a good relationship with Ambition Mods, and they have been supplying someone else. And that someone else lifted the copy off my website exactly, even used for the products.
Cheeky sod.
So I was a bit annoyed. I realise in life, right, they want to sell stuff, so they're going to not just supply me unless we've got that agreement that they're going to supply me. I get that. So, and in some products that Ambition Mods have done, I have got sole rights on it because I've bought enough of them to say no one else can have it if I buy 500. So I've bought the 500. So, but on this particular product, I didn't, and they've supplied someone else. But you'd think as courtesy, because they send me stuff first, I review it for them. You never get a description, so I have to make my own description about how easy the coil is or not easy to install and things of that sort. Put it on my site, do all that work for them, and it just gets. They supply someone else, they copy paste, sell it a bit cheaper than me, and off you go. And I just think it stinks. So yeah, we're not talking at the minute.
Fair enough. I can let you know I've actually bit the bullet now. I've actually ordered the Shure RTA. I wasn't sure about the Shure.
You weren't sure about the Shure, but
I've ordered one. I have ordered one.
I'm sure Ambition Mods and I will get talking again. I was just a bit grumpy with them. I just thought it was just left me with a nasty taste in my mouth, really. Just no need for it, is there? It's like I take that as a bit of a personal attack where I'm not doing a good enough job for them, and I believe I am. So, I don't see that they need the Chinese. They do this. They got this philosophy that the more they sell, the cheaper they make them, the better it all is, and everything else. It really isn't right in a way, because you get a man, say, selling vaping stuff in his bedroom, right? He's not paying any tax, he's not paying any import duty, he's not paying any VAT, he's got no staff to pay, so yeah, of course he can undercut anyone and still make money. But all that does is devalue that product, in my opinion. You know, is he going to offer the backup service if it goes wrong? You know, is he going to take it back? Is he going to help those people with it? You know, it's so it goes on. So it's not right. I mean, it's life. Don't get me wrong. I know it's life, and that's how life goes. You know, take it on the chin, dust yourself down, smile, start again. I know all that.
Another day, as they say.
But there you go. There you go. So, who agreed about this? Anyone with the juice mixing, or has no one put anything?
I'm not sure. I might miss it all that.
I'm reading about Laurie's juice a lot of the time. There's
Yeah.
the hot, cold, the hot, the hot, the cold. Ah, right. Here we go. I've got one. Shrek commented first. I think I'm an experienced mixer, and I think it's a good idea for inexperienced mixers. I think it's a time saver for experienced ones as well, Shrek. But yeah, thanks for your point. Whatever helps beginner mixer, Albert. Put that up, actually. You can see it then. Back to Laurie's cold makes the juice thicken.
Well, Laurie's just saying there, why does not one of you make quality products in the UK? Why rely on China? Yeah, that's what I said earlier on. It'd be nice to see a UK company start producing electronic cigarette devices. It really would be good. It's just, like I said, that initial outlay of the machinery and things. But it would pay off in the long run, if you ask me.
Adrian Mason, I like my Amazon bottles that have 1mm markers and is a safer plastic than regular Gorilla bottles. I think I've seen those bottles, Adrian. Are they just like a Gorilla bottle, but they've got milliliters up the side? I think I have seen them. Just answer me on that if you could, please, if they are the ones that I've seen. But yes, Adrian, that's fine. And you've got the scale, which is helpful. It's a double check, isn't it, on the side? But even when you've got that scale going up the side there, it doesn't help a beginner, does it? Because he doesn't know if he's got the right VG, the right concentrate, the right amount of nicotine, so on and so forth. It's fine for people who are, fine with mixing. And I don't know why the penny doesn't drop for a big percentage of people. It's not just a few.
I personally think a lot, because I've spoken to a few people on Twitter as well via messages. I think a lot of people just get confused about nicotine. I don't think it's so much the concentrates. They're always confused about how much nicotine they need to use. Are they doing too much? Are they doing too little? And I don't understand why, because I think the nicotine part is quite easy to understand. That's for me it is, obviously, because I've done it so long. But the nicotine part seems to be what confuses people the most.
See, Laurie's put, I need more help with this. Who could help me outside this show? Laurie, when it's done, all will be revealed, and you will need no help, I can assure you. You really won't. In fact, there's something I'd like to just ask, a question I'd like to ask, and now I've caught up with chat. Pregnant logo. I've caught up now, so I'll see the replies quickly. What is the people in chat? What is I know it's going to vary enormously, but I want to get to know if there's a common denominator in a lot of these. Your milligram strength and your VG PG mix is what I want to know. So 9 milligrams, 60-40 VG PG. So put your VG first. So your strength, like 9 milligram, your amount of VG, 60, and your PG, 40, if that is your answer. But I'm just wondering, I know what I like to vape, and I've pretty much just said it just there. That's how I like to vape my mouth to lung juice. Some people like 50-50. I prefer just 60-40, just upping it slightly on the VG.
You know mine, what I like. I think you know what I like.
You know what I like. What do you like, Kieron? Go on.
70-30, 6 milligram.
So you're even higher on the VG, aren't you?
Yeah, 70. I mean, I can go to 80 for some juices. Even if I'm out for long, I can still go to 80 if I know if I got the right device and has wicked properly. I don't like PG. I'm not keen on PG.
See, PG, obviously, most people in chat will know this. That's what carries your flavour, is the PG. And the VG is basically for your smoothness and your vapour production, really. But,
like Royce or Nick Salts. Obviously, people do like Nick Salts.
Yes, see, Roy's always got to put that little stick in there. And
Yeah, I don't think about it because I just can't vape Nick Salts.
he's quite right. And there's a lot of people vaping Nick Salts. And just because I don't, see, I've forgotten it just then. You've forgotten it because you don't vape salts either.
No.
So, yeah.
Well done, Roy.
Craig, Mark, you getting the new accessories for Bishop RTA and new tank styles? Quite cool. Yeah, I've seen them, and obviously I want the 1mm pin as well. So yeah, I will. I mean, I probably will because I want to look after the people who have bought their Bishops from me and other. What's the matter, Kieron?
I didn't buy mine from you, did I?
Huh?
I didn't buy mine from you, did I?
Well, no. Well, you've had Ambition products from me. I know you have.
I have.
So, you know, and to help those people, really. But it doesn't stop me just being a bit grumpy with Ambition mods, I don't think. I think I had a right. I think I'm a real loyal person, and I expect that loyalty back. And when I don't get it, I become disappointed. And I think probably sometimes I take that a bit too personally, more personally than I should. But none of us are perfect. Hey, Kieron.
No, none of them are perfect. Absolutely not.
None
Just
of us.
reading Nick, Roy's on Nick Salts all the time. I mean, some people like them. You know.
Yeah, Shrek said there it was far easier with Nick when we could buy 100mg per milliliter. Yeah, it was, and 72 as well, which, yeah, I ain't got a clue where you get that from, you, Kieron. Did I just hold it up? Kieron's talking to his missus. He's gone quiet. Eating Mrs. Kieron? Or is it, show your head, waving.
Oh,
no, and head, whole head.
I have.
Hello.
She's
Oh,
in
you're
her
here.
She's buying her hair.
So I can't really go in.
I'll embarrass anyone.
Oh, no, just that, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Another topic, please.
I'm not getting younger.
You're right, you're not.
I'm gonna be soon like you.
I think, yeah, we could all do with a bit of that, Kieron. I look like a bird.
I died mine the other day. I had to. It's getting too much
grey. Craig says Nick shots are useless for new vapors. Why, Craig? Are they useless? I don't think they're useless.
No, I agree with him in a way. Because,
do you? Go on, why? What have I missed?
If you buy a 50ml short fill and you're a new vapor and you can only put one Nick shot in there to make it 3mg, it's pointless. It's not enough strength. I totally agree with him.
From that point, 100% agree. And if that's what Craig means, yeah, I completely agree, which is why.
My point. These short fills are well and good, but one Nick shot is not enough for a new vapor.
Yeah, sorry. My head was in concentrates, and I thought, why are Nick shots useless? Because they're not. In that instance, they are not. They're invaluable.
No, not when you're mixing it, no. But if you, like I said, you buy a short fill and one Nick shot.
Short fills, I agree, Craig. I agree, 100%. So Shrek is 3mg, 90 VG, 10 PG. That's very high on the VG. Roy's 50-50, 9mg. Orange salts, or his 20mg Slatnik. We got a new product, everyone. Hot off the press, everyone. A new product, Slatnik.
No, that's a cutting way of saying it. It's Slatnik, isn't it, mate?
It's Slatnik, mate. We know what you meant, Roy. Sorry. Live Lounge Liquids. Good evening. Albert, 9mg, 80. VG 20 PG, really high. People are higher on the VG than I thought they'd be. Mark Trugwell, 9 milligrams, 60/40 for me. So he's the same as me. Thank you, Mark. And I've got a phone number ringing, and I think that's the carers. Can I?
Well, your carers, poor thing.
For my mother. Can I just put myself on mute? How do I do that?
There's a little microphone that says mute.
Please, 1 second. Oh, where is it? I'll go out of the room. Take over, Kieron, for 1 second. Hello. Yeah, hi. Yes.
Shut up. Go. So yeah, like Adrian said there, and Craig, there are a few companies in the UK. I know that Drip Drop e-liquids, they have 50ml short fills, but the bottles are 70ml capacity. You could put 2 mix shots in them. Drip Drop do that, and I also believe Mixed Juice, they do it as well. And their 50ml short fills are quite strong in flavouring. You can have 2 mix shots of them in the bottles to make it just under 6 milligrams. But yeah, like I said, you buy a short fill, you're a new vapor, 1 mix shot. Is it enough? We need a different solution to that. Coffee? Go on. Yes, everyone saw your hair. I think his mum's not very well. Mark's mum. Any questions? I don't know what to say to you all. Huh? 10 o'clock.
Well, I'm 40 minutes away, as you know, so I went over there 2 nights ago.
Okay. It's fine. Yes. When I first agreed to start doing these shows, my wife used to work in the evenings. And suddenly I'm doing these shows. She now works just during the day. So when I do these shows on Tuesdays, I've got the kids and the wife here at the same time. And yes, well, it's like I'm a bit sensitive to PG. If I have like a 40 or 50% PG, I get really sore throat and sometimes a bad stomach, which is why I like only about 30% PGs, my limit. Anything more than that, it doesn't agree with me. Never has. And yeah, more long fills. A lot of European companies in France and Germany, they do long fills. It's not something we do much in the UK, unfortunately, which is a shame. Anything on my shopping list for Expo? Not really. I'm just going to see what's there. Just meet a few people, have a nice chill weekend. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff already here to review and a lot of stuff I bought for myself already. So I've got a funny feeling Expo is going to be not majority, but a lot of disposables there. There are a few companies there, but there's going to be a lot of disposables, which I'm not really going to be even trying because I don't like them. I find these disposables myself personally, they're a bit too sweet. A lot of sweetener in these disposable pods. Some people like that. I don't like sweetness. So, but yeah, it should be a good weekend just to meet people, just to relax and have a good time. My daily percentage of tobaccos, I have a tobacco juice on the go every day. And I'll have like maybe a fruit and a custard. But I'll be vaping tobaccos and then occasionally I'll go back over to a custard or a fruit and then back to tobacco. So I'd say probably be about 80% of the time I'm on tobacco vapes. Always net tobacco, obviously. I'm not really into the artificial ones anymore. I used to be when I first started vaping, but no. A good 80% of my time is on tobaccos. Because I didn't stop smoking because I didn't like tobacco. I just stopped smoking because I didn't like what it was doing to me. I've always said I like the taste of tobacco, so I will still make tobacco vapes all day if I can. But like I said, net tobaccos, not artificial ones. You okay, Mark?
No, I'm sorry. We're going to have to cut it short. That's it's the button, the emergency button that Mother has.
She's pulled the alarm, has she?
She's called the alarm. They've called the ambulance, which is going to be there within 13 hours. That's a rapid response, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, Shrek. It's going to be just a nice social interaction more. We've not done an expo in 2 years, so it's going to be... I'm not going to the expo as a reviewer. I'm going there just as a vapor to chillax and relax and meet people and have a good time. That's the way I'm doing it. Talk about the expo.
Yeah. So Yeah, I don't think for a minute there's anything wrong with her. I'm going to have to go and drive over there, which is 40 minutes and back, which I had to do the other night as well. So I'm sorry, one and all. We're going to have to cut it short.
We all understand. I'm sure everyone in chat
If she
understands.
was laying on the floor and fallen, I would feel awful if I carried this show on until 10 o'clock.
Well, you got to remember, one day it'll be you.
One day it'll be me. One day it'll be me. But
always treat people like you want them to treat you.
Yeah.
So
I've just seen. I will just answer this. I was scrolling through and just seeing that Naturevape. Sorry to ask, but how's the other Italian connection processing? You mean La Tabaccaria?
Tabaccaria.
I've spoken to them actually today, and I've been speaking to them a lot. Basically, I'm relieved to say that the deal, as far as I'm concerned, the deal is done, and it will be coming, and it will be stocked by me, and I'll be the UK distributor for it. So yes,
That's what I say there about it's me, Jackie. Does histamine intolerance mean someone with hay fever? I don't think so. I think it just means you can't use histamine tablets to treat hay fever. Am I reading that wrong? Off subject, sorry.
I was trying to answer. So, you got him hay fever.
Yeah, but you're going to talk about that in the next 2 weeks, aren't we? We're going to talk more about that anyway.
Yeah, we will. But yeah, good news for everyone. And
why are you still here?
Sorry?
Why are you still here?
Why am I still here? Because I've got to be here because I've got to turn this off. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry we've got to cut it down early, but I really have no choice. One or two people that I haven't said hello to in chat that I've seen coming at the end, so sorry, and obviously thanks for tuning in. Kieron, would you like to say your goodbyes?
Quick and simple. Thanks for coming in today. Thanks for all the comments in the chat. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to do a comment. And Mark, off you go. Take care of your mum.
Lovely.
Time.
Thank you, one and all. Sorry to sign off early. We're not too bad. I haven't done the shares. The shares have gone bleh anyway. I can tell you I bought 10 quid's worth of silver.
Shares with the red
for this
red.
week. But yeah, hopefully we'll have some bad news on them next week. Or in probably 2 weeks' time. So until then, thanks for tuning in and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.